Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You know how this works. We take something really interesting that you've sent to us, and we unpack it.
We do a deep dive.
That's right. And today, we're looking at these excerpts from The Power of Belief in Shaping Reality. And just that title, The Power of Belief in Shaping Reality. Have you ever really thought about that? How much power your beliefs have?
Yeah, it's one of those things where at first you hear that and you think, oh yeah, positive thinking. Everybody's heard the secret law of attraction kind of thing, right?
Right, exactly. It feels familiar, but at the same time, it's also like, I don't know. I don't want to just dismiss it.
Oh, absolutely not. And I think, this text does a really good job of not letting you just dismiss it. It takes it seriously and it digs into how you can actually use your beliefs to shape your reality.
So let's dig in. It really emphasizes this statement. It says, your thoughts create your reality.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know about you, but that's a pretty big statement.
Yeah, it is. It's a big statement. And I think sometimes it's easier to just, kind of wave it away like, okay, sure, whatever. But if you actually stop and think about it,
It's kind of scary almost.
a little bit, yeah. Like if my thoughts create my reality, what have I been thinking?
Exactly. But also super empowering at the same time.
Totally.
So, I mean, how do we understand that? Where do we even begin to unpack that?
Well, I think what this text is getting at is it's not just about thinking something and it magically appearing. Like you
No.
don't just think, I want $1 million and poof, $1 million. It's about how your thoughts influence your actions.
Okay, so it's like a chain reaction kind of thing.
Exactly. Like your thoughts about yourself, about what's possible, those shape how you act, the decisions you make, and even how you see the world, right? So if you believe you can achieve something, you're more likely to take steps towards it, you're more likely to see opportunities, and, that just kind of snowballs.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that's a big part of what this text is saying. You create your reality not in some magical way, but through that chain reaction of belief leading to action.
So it's not like we're denying the role of hard work or anything like
Oh,
that.
absolutely not. Skills matter, effort matters, and of course, there's always luck and circumstances and all that.
The stuff you can't control.
Right. But what this text is saying is you have more control than you think because you can control your beliefs and those beliefs shape everything else.
It's like, it's not saying that believing in yourself will make you win the lottery.
Right.
It's saying that believing in yourself will make you more likely to do the things that could lead to success, whatever that success looks like for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just about success in the traditional sense either, right? It's about any area of life. If you believe you can have a happy relationship, you're more likely to act in ways that foster that. If you believe you can be healthy, you're more likely to make choices that support your health. It's really about recognizing the power of our minds to shape our experience.
So powerful.
Mhm.
It's like our beliefs are the lens through which we see the world. And that lens can either magnify the good or the bad.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's like those beliefs are the filter on the camera. It determines what gets focused on, what gets highlighted.
And I love how the text actually gives specific techniques.
Mm.
It doesn't just say think positive. It talked about things like affirmations, visualization.
Yeah, practical stuff. And it also talks about, identifying and challenging those limiting beliefs.
That's the other side of the coin, isn't it? The stuff that holds us back.
Absolutely. It calls them limiting beliefs. These are those negative thoughts we have about ourselves, about what we're capable of, like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to do that. Things that just keep us stuck.
It's like having an internal brake on, even when you're trying to accelerate.
Right. And sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. So the text says the first step is just becoming aware of those beliefs. Like, notice when you're thinking those negative thoughts. And then you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this just something I've been telling myself for years? And then,
Replace them.
exactly, with more empowering beliefs. Beliefs that actually support you, that help you grow.
So it's really like mental gardening in a
Yeah,
way.
I love that. Yeah, it is. You're weeding out the negative thoughts, the limiting beliefs, and planting seeds of possibility.
And then nurturing those seeds with positive actions. It's not enough to just think it. You got to act on it.
Right. You got to water those seeds, give them sunlight. It's a process for sure. It's not like you just flip a switch and suddenly you have this perfect mindset. It's about being mindful, being intentional, and making those changes over time.
So there's this one part of the text that really stood out to me. It says, believe in success and it will chase you. Doubt yourself and failure follows.
Yeah, that's a strong one.
And I get what it's trying to say, but it also feels a little, I don't know, simplistic. Like success isn't always guaranteed, even if you believe in yourself.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's important to remember that this text is not saying that you'll never face setbacks or that you'll always get everything you want just because you believe in yourself. Life is messy. Things happen.
Right. It's not a magic spell.
But what it is saying is that your belief in yourself impacts how you respond to those setbacks. If you have a strong belief in your abilities, you're more likely to see challenges as opportunities for growth, you're more likely to get back up after you fall, and you're more likely to learn from your mistakes.
Instead of letting them define you.
Exactly. And that's where that whole failure follows thing comes in. It's not that if you doubt yourself, you're doomed to fail. It's that if you doubt yourself, you're less likely to even try, or you're more likely to give up when things get tough, which then increases the chances of you not achieving what you set out to do. It's all about that mindset.
So it's not about avoiding failure altogether. It's about changing our relationship with it, seeing it as a stepping stone, a part of the journey.
Exactly.
I love that. This has been so insightful. So as we wrap things up, I want to leave you, our listeners, with something to think about. If you could choose to believe in anything without limits, what would it be?
Wow, that's a great question.
What reality would you create for yourself if self-doubt wasn't holding you back? Take some time to really consider that.
And as you go about your day, your week, your life, pay attention to your thoughts, your beliefs. You might be surprised at how much they are shaping your reality.
And who knows, maybe by changing your beliefs, you can change your reality too.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
See you next time.